Sweetheart, you don't have to force your healing. You don't have to chase it, analyze it, or push yourself to earn it. You only need to stop fighting the natural rhythm of life. I have said this so many times, and every time I do, I see something soften in someone's face. Their shoulders drop, their breath deepens, because in that moment, they realize they can rest. They realize they can stop struggling to make something happen and start trusting that something within them already knows the way home. Healing doesn't come from tension, it comes from trust. So many of us have been taught that doing is the only way to change. We've been told that if we just work hard enough at our bodies, our thoughts, our habits, then maybe we'll be worthy of feeling better. But healing isn't a reward you achieve. It's a natural response of the body when you stop interfering with it. Just like a wound closes when you don't keep touching it, your mind and your body have an intelligent rhythm that knows how to repair itself. Your body was designed to heal. It is doing it right now. Every heartbeat, every breath, every cell quietly replacing the old with the new. You don't have to control that. You only have to allow it. Every cell in your body responds to every thought you think and every word you speak. That is one of my favorite reminders. Every single cell is listening to you. So I often ask, what kind of conversation are you having with yourself? Are you speaking words of fear, or are you speaking words of love? Are you repeating the story of pain, or are you whispering the possibility of peace because your body listens? The moment you soften your thoughts, your body begins to soften too. The moment you choose calm instead of control, your heartbeat finds its rhythm again. When you relax, when you breathe, when you release the constant chatter that says, I must fix this, your body switches into what we call the repair mode. Your nervous system begins to calm. Cortisol drops. The chemistry of your blood changes. Your immune system wakes up and says, finally, I can do my job. You see, healing doesn't happen when you're tense. It happens when you feel safe, and safety begins in the mind. When you say to yourself, I am safe, I am loved, I can let go, your body believes you. It listens and responds. So many people think that surrender means giving up, but surrender is not defeat. Surrender is alignment. It means you stop swimming against the current and allow the river of life to carry you. The current knows the way. It has known since the day you were born. Every organ, every nerve, every heartbeat carries that same wisdom. The lungs know how to breathe, the stomach knows how to digest, the heart knows how to beat, and your body knows how to heal. Think of how nature works. When the storm passes, the sky doesn't try to fix itself. It simply clears. The earth doesn't rush the flowers to bloom. It gives them time, light, and nourishment. You too are part of that same nature. You don't need to rush your blooming. You don't need to push your body or demand instant miracles. Don't rush the process. Your body already knows the way back to wholeness. And yes, I know, sometimes it's hard to believe that something as simple as rest and self-kindness could make a difference. We've been programmed to think that struggle equals worthiness. But healing does not respond to punishment. It responds to permission. When you allow yourself to rest, you allow your energy to repair. When you allow yourself to feel, you allow your emotions to move. When you allow yourself to love, you allow your cells to rejoice. Allowing is the most sacred form of doing. Close your eyes for a moment, if you can. Take a slow, deep breath. Feel that gentle movement inside your chest. That is life breathing you. You are not making that happen. It's happening for you. Your body is your friend, not your enemy. It is not broken, it is communicating. Every ache, every fatigue, every discomfort is a message, not a punishment. It's saying, please slow down, please listen, please love me. You see, we heal when we stop criticizing ourselves for being unwell. You can't fight your way into wellness. You can only love yourself there. Every time you scold your body, you create more resistance. But each time you thank it, you create more flow. Say to it, thank you for doing your best even when I forgot to notice. Thank you for breathing, for beating, for carrying me through another day. The moment you express gratitude, your inner chemistry changes. Gratitude relaxes the mind, and the mind in peace allows the body to heal. There is a law of nature that governs all of life, the law of balance and restoration. When something goes out of balance, the universe always seeks to bring it back. Your body is a microcosm of that same law. It is constantly moving toward balance. That's why when you stop interfering with fear, judgment, or overwork, your natural healing power activates. You don't have to make it happen. You just have to stop blocking it. Sometimes people tell me, Louise, I can't stop worrying. I can't stop fixing. I'm afraid if I don't do something, it'll get worse. And I always smile gently and say, sweetheart, what if doing less is doing more? Worry is a form of control. It tells the body, we're in danger. And as long as the body believes that, it will never relax enough to repair. The mind that constantly analyzes closes the door to peace. But the mind that breathes opens the door to healing. Healing is not linear, it's rhythmic. It comes in waves, release, rest, renew, repeat. And the more you allow those waves, the more natural your process becomes. Just like the tides move with the moon, your body moves with your emotions. When you let tears fall, they cleanse. When you let laughter rise, it restores. When you let silence fill the space, it repairs. Every thought you think is creating your future. When you think thoughts of harmony, your body creates harmony. When you think thoughts of fear, your body tightens to protect you. So today, choose to think gently. Choose thoughts that feel like sunlight. You might say to yourself, I am willing to release tension. I am willing to allow ease. I am willing to be healed. Even the smallest willingness begins the shift. There is such beauty in remembering that you are not a machine to be fixed, but a living garden to be tended. Your body is the soil of your soul. Every kind thought is a seed. Every forgiving breath is water. Every moment of rest is sunlight. And the garden will flourish when you stop pulling on the flowers to make them grow. Healing is the same. You can't pull it into being. You can only nurture the conditions that let it bloom. The most powerful medicine you will ever take is the medicine of self-love. When you speak gently to yourself, when you honor your pace, when you forgive your fatigue, you are practicing deep medicine. Love is the great healer. It moves through your veins, your nerves, your breath. It tells your cells, you are safe to open again. Let us pause together for just a moment. Place your hand over your heart and whisper, I am safe. I am loved. I can let go. Feel that truth move through you. This is not imagination. This is alignment. When you believe you are safe, your body can finally rest. And rest is not laziness. It's restoration. It's your body saying, thank you for trusting me. Thank you for giving me time. If you've ever watched a cut heal, you know you don't have to stand over it repeating, heal, heal, heal. You simply protect it. You stop picking at it, and you let time and wisdom do their quiet work. Your entire being is like that cut. It will close. It will regenerate. It will restore if you stop reopening the wound with fear. Healing happens in silence, in softness, in stillness. The next time you feel anxious to fix something, pause. Sit in the quiet and say, I trust life. I trust my body. I trust the process. These simple words are like keys turning in the lock. They open the door to inner balance. They invite the natural healer within you to rise. Your body wants to cooperate with you. It wants to feel joy. It wants to thrive. You are not fighting against your body. You are learning how to listen to it. And when you listen, you will hear how wise it has been all along. The tension in your shoulders is not failure. It's communication. The fatigue you feel is not weakness. It's guidance. The ache in your heart is not punishment. It's a call for love. So, my love, today, instead of asking, what do I need to do to heal? Try asking, what can I stop doing? Stop criticizing yourself. Stop rushing your growth. Stop believing you are broken. The moment you stop doing those things, healing begins, because healing is your natural state. It is what you return to when you stop resisting. Remember, you are not behind. You are not too late. You are not failing. You are unfolding, just as the flower unfolds its petals in its own perfect time. Every season of your life has meaning, even the ones that feel quiet or slow, especially those, because in the stillness, the roots go deeper, and the deeper your roots, the stronger your bloom. And as we continue together, I want to take you even deeper into the 4 overlapping stages of healing. Because, my love, when you understand these stages, you'll see that even the parts of you that feel stuck are still part of the healing. You'll see that every pause, every release, every quiet night is sacred. So take another deep breath, soften your heart, and come with me into the next chapter, the 4 sacred rhythms through which your mind, body, and spirit return to harmony. Sweetheart, healing is not a straight road. It is not something you climb step by step like a ladder. It is more like a spiral, gently circling inward toward the heart. Often we find ourselves moving through the same feelings again and again, only to discover that each time the understanding is deeper, softer, kinder. Today, I want to walk with you through what I call the 4 overlapping stages of healing. These stages are not rigid, and they do not come in perfect order. They blend and merge, sometimes happening all at once, sometimes repeating themselves. And that's all right. Healing is not meant to be tidy. It's meant to be true. Stage 1, awareness. Every journey begins with awareness. This is the sacred moment when you stop running from yourself and turn gently toward what hurts. Awareness is seeing the pain instead of hiding from it. It is the moment you say, something within me is calling for love. So often we try to cover our pain with busyness, denial, distraction, or blame. But sweetheart, you can't heal what you refuse to feel. Awareness is not about judgment. It's about compassion. It's the willingness to say, I see my sadness, I see my fear, I see my anger, and I am willing to hold them with love. When you finally let yourself feel what has been waiting to be felt, you open the first door to light. Pain is never the enemy. Pain is a messenger saying, please come home to yourself. When I first learned this, I used to say to myself, Louise, can you be willing to feel this just for a moment? And every time I said yes, even a tiny yes, something inside me softened, the storm quieted. The truth is that your emotions are energy, and energy cannot heal by being ignored. It heals by being seen. So when tears come, let them. When you feel trembling in your chest, breathe with it. Each breath says, I am here. I am listening. I am safe. The willingness to be aware is the most courageous act of love you can give yourself. Stage 2. Release. After awareness comes release, and release is the exhale of the soul. It is the letting go, the sigh, the loosening of the grip you didn't know you were holding. Many people think release is dramatic, crying, shouting, breaking down, but most of the time it is quiet. It happens in the privacy of your breath. It happens when you sit down at night and whisper, "I release this with love." Write down what feels heavy. Write every thought that keeps circling in your mind. Write every fear that keeps your shoulders tight. Then place your hand over that page and say, "I bless this. I release this. I let it go." Releasing is not pretending something never happened. It is choosing not to carry it anymore. You are not meant to walk through life dragging yesterday's sorrows behind you. Letting go doesn't erase your story. It frees your story to transform. Sometimes release looks like forgiveness. Sometimes it looks like crying in the shower. Sometimes it looks like taking a long walk and breathing out the past. However it comes, let it come. Let your body guide you. The body knows how to release. It has been exhaling since the moment you were born. Every out-breath is a rehearsal for freedom. If it feels too hard, remember this. You do not have to let go of everything at once. You can release one layer at a time, one thought, one feeling, one memory. Healing is not a single act. It is a series of small permissions. I release this today. I release that tomorrow. And eventually the chains of the past become light enough to lift. You are learning to travel lightly. Stage 3. Realignment. Once the old energy begins to move out, something beautiful happens. You start to realign. This stage often feels strange. You might feel empty, tired, or uncertain. Many people think they are going backward, but they are not. They are simply reorganizing. The energy that once was tied up in pain now begins to find new pathways. You are like a house being renovated from the inside out. There may be dust, noise, confusion, but it is all leading to clarity. This stage requires patience. You are rewiring your mind, your emotions, even your cells to live in a new vibration. Old beliefs may rise to the surface for one last goodbye. You may suddenly notice habits that no longer feel aligned. You may crave more rest, more quiet, more peace. This is not regression. It is recalibration. When the body and mind slow down, they are synchronizing with a higher rhythm. Imagine a snow globe that's been shaken. At first, everything seems chaotic, but as the particles settle, clarity returns. That is realignment. You are learning how to live from peace instead of panic. You are remembering that life works best when you do not fight its flow. During this time, be very gentle with yourself. Feed your body nourishing food. Surround yourself with beauty. Speak softly. Move slowly. Sleep deeply. You are rebuilding from love, not from fear. You might not see the change yet, but it's happening underneath. Every cell is listening to your new message. We are safe now. We are loved now. We can rest. The more you affirm safety, the faster harmony returns. You are teaching your nervous system that peace is your new home. Stage 4. Acceptance and harmony. The final stage is not about perfection. It's about presence. This is where resistance melts and what remains is peace. You begin to live from a place of trust rather than control. You stop asking, "When will I be healed?" and start whispering, "Thank you, life, for healing me now." Acceptance is the soft landing after the storm. It is not resignation. It is recognition. It is the moment when you realize everything that has happened has been guiding you toward deeper love. In this stage, your energy becomes calm and expansive. You feel more connected to yourself, to others, to life itself. You may still have ups and downs, of course you will, but now you meet them with kindness. You no longer fight what is, you flow with it. This is harmony. This is wholeness. Acceptance creates the space for miracles to appear. When you stop demanding life to be different, you allow life to show you how beautiful it already is. The light you were seeking outside begins to shine from within. You become the safe space you've been longing for. My love, you don't have to rush to reach this stage. You may dance between all 4 stages many times. That's perfectly fine. Healing is cyclical, not linear. Awareness leads to release. Release leads to realignment. Realignment leads to acceptance. And then often back to awareness again, each time with more understanding and more love. This is the spiral of awakening, the rhythm of true transformation. Now let's explore something I find so beautiful, the science behind stillness. Because what the spiritual world teaches and what science discovers are never separate. They are simply different languages describing the same truth. The science of stillness. When your mind becomes quiet, when you stop reacting, when you sit in the sacred pause, your body enters what scientists call the parasympathetic state. This is the body's natural healing mode, the place where restoration, digestion, and cellular repair take place. In this state, your heart rate slows, your breath deepens, your blood pressure balances. The body shifts from fight or flight to rest and repair. It's extraordinary to realize that peace isn't passive, it's physiological. When you are calm, your brain releases serotonin, oxytocin, and dopamine, the gentle chemicals of safety and love. These are the molecules of peace. They tell your body, you are safe now. You can heal. The mind quiets, the immune system strengthens, and the natural intelligence of your cells awakens. You begin to feel grounded, connected, whole. So when I say do nothing, I don't mean laziness. I mean entering the most productive state of all, the state of stillness. Stillness is not inactivity. It is the most productive state of the soul. In stillness, ideas arise. In stillness, your intuition speaks. In stillness, the divine whispers. You have probably noticed that your greatest insights come not when you're struggling to think, but when you pause, perhaps in the shower, during a walk, or just before sleep. That is the power of stillness. It clears the noise so the truth can surface. Meditation, conscious breathing, and restful sleep are the holy trinity of stillness. Meditation teaches you to observe rather than react. Breathing anchors you back into the body. Sleep allows the subconscious to process and integrate everything you've released. These are not luxuries. They are the foundations of health. Every time you take a slow, mindful breath, you are telling your body, all is well. Every night you allow yourself to rest. You are giving your cells time to restore. You are giving your mind permission to reset. If you've ever wondered why your best ideas arrive when you stop trying, it's because silence makes space for inspiration. The universe can only fill what you empty. When you empty your worry, life fills you with wisdom. When you empty your control, life fills you with grace. When you empty your noise, life fills you with guidance. Think of your mind like a lake. When it's stirred with worry, the water is muddy and nothing can be seen. But when the wind calms and the surface grows still, you can see the reflection of the sky. That reflection is your inner wisdom. It has always been there. Stillness doesn't create peace, it reveals it. As you move through these stages, awareness, release, realignment, and acceptance, remember that stillness weaves through all of them. Stillness is the golden thread that connects them together. It's the pause between breaths, the quiet before the transformation, the gentle space where life does its deepest work. You do not need to force this. You only need to allow it. Between the letting go and the healing, there is always a sacred pause, a space so quiet that your mind calls it nothing, but your soul knows it as everything. This is the healing gap. It is the tender silence after release and before renewal, the place where the old energy dissolves and the new one has not yet taken form. It is the cocoon between caterpillar and butterfly. In this pause, there is no action to take, only presence to keep, and I know it can feel uncomfortable. You may find yourself saying, "Nothing is happening, I'm stuck, I'm not healing." But my love, healing is happening exactly there, in the unseen, in the in-between, in the quiet hum beneath your thoughts. Between the letting go and the healing, there is a sacred pause. That pause is not stagnation, it is transformation. It is where your energy is reorganizing, where your body and your spirit are learning a new rhythm. Sometimes in this gap you dream more vividly, you cry for no reason, you feel tired or restless. That's not regression, that's recalibration. The nervous system is rewiring, the heart is adjusting to a new frequency of peace. Please don't rush yourself. Don't demand that you should feel better already. Just be here, just breathe, just exist in this gentle space. Your rest is sacred, your stillness is medicine. Affirmation: I allow the healing gap. My rest is sacred, my stillness is medicine. Repeat it softly whenever impatience arises. Each repetition reminds your body that it is safe to take its time. Now let's talk about what this pause teaches us, the lessons of allowing. The greatest spiritual art is not control, but allowance. When you stop trying to manage every moment, the universe finally has room to do its work. You see, the mind loves to plan, fix, and measure, but the soul loves to flow. The moment you surrender the steering wheel, life adjusts the entire road. When you stop controlling, the universe starts aligning. Healing is not about forcing a specific outcome. It's about trusting that every moment, even the messy ones, is part of your becoming. Please, let go of comparison. No two hearts heal in the same rhythm. Your path is not slower or faster. It is yours. If someone else seems miles ahead, bless them and return your focus inward. You are not late. You are learning the pace of grace. Healing is not a straight line. Some mornings you'll feel free, other days you'll feel fragile. Some nights you'll laugh, others you'll cry. It's all progress because it's all honest. The soul doesn't measure success by perfection. It measures by peace. The goal of healing is not to be flawless. It is to be present. Healing means returning to love, not to who you used to be. You are not here to rebuild the old version of yourself. You are here to expand into the version that can hold more compassion, more patience, more light. So take the pressure off. You are not being graded by the universe. You are being guided. Every pause, every detour, every quiet night is sacred choreography. The more you allow, the gentler the path becomes. You will notice that when you stop pushing, things begin to unfold on their own. The body finds its rhythm, relationships soften, clarity arises. Allowing is not doing nothing. It is doing the most powerful thing there is, aligning with the flow of life. That brings us to the power of doing nothing. Doing nothing doesn't mean apathy or laziness. It means releasing unconscious action, the kind that comes from fear and urgency. When you no longer force, you return to your natural balance. Think of a lake after a storm. When the wind stops, the surface smooths, and suddenly it reflects the sky again. Your mind is that lake. Your calmness is your mirror. When you sit in stillness, your inner sky becomes visible. That reflection is your guidance, your intuition, your truth. Stillness is the most productive state of the soul. Try this simple practice. Sit quietly for 10 minutes each day. No goal, no expectation. Don't ask for answers. Don't even call it meditation if that word feels heavy. Just sit and breathe. Let your shoulders drop. Let your thoughts wander without chasing them. Say softly, I am here. I am healing. That's all. You don't need to make anything happen. The stillness will do it for you. Every time you sit in silence, you are teaching your nervous system safety. You are showing your mind that it doesn't have to fix the world to rest. The healing you seek begins to bloom in that very stillness. To support this, I want to give you some gentle healing affirmations, words to plant like seeds in your consciousness. Speak them slowly, feel them in your heart, and let them echo through your body. My body knows how to heal itself. I trust my body's wisdom. Every breath I take brings peace to my cells. It is safe for me to rest. Healing happens in silence. Repeat these 3 times before sleep. Feel each word settling into your cells. You are not begging for healing. You are affirming that it is already underway. Words are frequencies. When you speak lovingly to your body, it listens. When you speak peace, it relaxes. When you speak trust, it opens. You're retraining your inner dialogue to sound like love. And now, as we come to the close of this sacred time together, remember this truth. When you stop chasing healing, healing finds you. And the more you stop reaching for it, the more it reaches for you. Because healing isn't an act, it's a state of allowance. Your body is not against you. It is working with you. It has always wanted to be well. You do not need to command it. You only need to stop standing in its way. Every cell, every heartbeat, every breath is on your side. Life is not punishing you. It is patiently waiting for you to relax into your own wholeness. All miracles begin in stillness. In the quiet, the body remembers its design. In the quiet, the heart finds its courage. In the quiet, the soul returns home. So rest, my love. You don't have to understand how everything will unfold. You only have to allow it. Healing flows through you even now. Say this with me. I do nothing. I allow everything. My body heals itself naturally. Say it once more, gently. Let it echo in your breath, in your bones, in your being. Feel its truth settle deep within. You are safe. You are loved. You are healing. And now, let the healing begin.